Welcome to the Common Patriot. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to be discussing making an optic selection for your firearm. All right, let's get right into it. Making an optic selection for a firearm is kind of a big deal. There's a lot of different options out there and a lot of different directions that you can go. But the one main question that is important that any new gun owner or for any of us that are in the market for a new optic is, what is the context that that firearm is going to be used for? We're not going to talk too much about models, makes, but just about the type of optic that you may want to look at and how to come to that decision to make the best optic choice for you. So as we get into this, we're going to hit pistols first. They're kind of the easiest to make an optic decision on because there's not the plethora of different shapes, sizes, and things like you see in front of here on all these ARs. We want to think about the context. What is this gun for? How is it going to be used? That's the question that we have to answer before we even start looking at different optics. When it comes to pistols, here's my Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. This is my carry gun, and I run it just with the iron sights. I do have plenty of handguns that I have red dots on. I like to shoot them. You don't have to line up the sights the same way that you do on iron sights. It's just put the red dot on your target and pull the trigger. You can put a red dot on your carry gun. There's a lot of good instructors out there that do that. They're not wrong. It's just not my personal choice. So when it comes to personal defense pistols, whether it's a carry gun or a bedside gun like this one, you have basically two options. It's the iron sights or a red dot sight like this. But now when it comes to a rifle, there's a lot more options as well as uses that you could be using your new rifle for. So going back to that question of context, what is this rifle or pistol going to be used for? Let's start off here with this shotgun, the M&P Smith & Wesson M&P 12. I have a strike fire red dot on here. Now this doesn't have any zoom in it, so it's just a one power red dot, and this is a personal defense shotgun for around the home. That's a very good choice. You probably don't need optical enhancement in the terms of magnification. That's why a 1x optic for your firearm in the home, and definitely for close range situations, is a great option. Now if you're looking to run any type of night vision, you need a red dot that is compatible with night vision. I really like this sight right here, and what I like about this optic is it has a very large window for you to look at. I use this gun to shoot clays out of the air with this AR-15, and this optic made it very simple to do that. I shouldn't say simple, but it made it much easier than using other styles of optics. Now, many of you that maybe have just bought a first AR and don't know that this is going to be just a home personal defense firearm that you have in your home, but you want to take it out to the range, you want to do a little bit of shooting, you know, maybe out to 100, 200 yards, even 300 yards. A great option is an optic like this. This is a 1x6 rifle scope, and so that means that you have one power when it's dialed all the way down, but you also have 6x magnification if you're out on the range and want to take shots, like over on the trees that are behind me. This optic can do all of those things, and it can do it relatively well. You have the close quarters option with that 1x magnification. You're not going to have the exact field of view that you do in an optic like I was showing you here with this rifle, but overall a 1x6 style optic is a great option that gives you a lot of flexibility both to use in close as well as to reach out a couple hundred yards and do that kind of stuff. Looking over here at this one, this is an AR pistol. Now the difference on this optic, this is also a red dot style optic, but this one is a straight 3x power. Now in your home, that may not be the best option. I would go with a 1x style red dot, but if you'd like just a little bit of magnification, this 3x Spitfire optic right here is a great option. It gives you a little bit of variability if you're out in an open area and shooting out to say 100 yards. 3x straight magnification, you don't have any changing, but is a great option to use for a lot of different scenarios. Just as an example is how context makes a difference. This is my prairie dog rifle, or my rifle that is for longer range shooting at very small targets. Obviously, I have a much larger optic. This would not be ideal for close range applications such as home and personal defense. Would it work? Absolutely. But it's not set up, it's not meant for that type of an application. Not at close range like inside your house. This is a 5x25 optic, very good for stretching out 400, 500, 600 yards with this rifle. And I bring that up because it just emphasizes The context of what you're shooting and how you're shooting and what you intend to use your rifle for makes a big difference on what type of optic that you're going to select. One last thing that I'd like to share with you is your budget. Optics are not something that you want to be budget friendly for, but we all have a budget that we have to work within. But with optics, you really do get what you pay for. There's a lot of optics out there on different websites and stuff that are $50 and they're something like this. Don't buy a $50 optic that looks something like this. Think about the context of your firearm. What type of optic is going to make you use that firearm for its intended use the best that it possibly can. 2, make a budget. Understand that it's going to cost a little bit to get a good optic. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you watching the channel. If you're not already a Common Patriot subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. And remember, you're a Common Patriot, so be bold, be strong, don't ever give up. God bless. We'll see you next time.